Welcome to Lunker Fishing. If you've never been here before, my name is Gerry. I'm a twin troller boat owner and a lifelong fisherman. This fish finder, it's a Garmin EchoMap UHD Ultra High Definition 93 SV, and it has the new transducer, which is a GT56. In this video, you will see me install this fish finder on my boat. I first have to remove my old fish finder. I have two of them on my boat. I'm removing one of them. Those are both Lowrance. One of them is going to come off. The original one that came with the boat I'm keeping on there, and then I'm going to install this one. This one has all kinds of features. It's also a wider screen. It's touch screen. It has down scan, side scan, clear view. This has literally everything. It even allows you to connect Panoptix to this, but I'm not going to do that. My boat isn't set up for doing that kind of a advantage, so I'm not going to, at least at this point, do that. If you are interested, right below this video, click on Show More, and you will see links to most of the items used in many of my videos. This channel is about my boat, the Twin Troller X10, and it's about fishing in general. And I have been fishing for a long time. Hopefully I have something to try to show you. On my boat, my Twin Troller, a few months ago, I installed a fish finder. And this is the fish finder. It's a Garmin EchoMap UHD 93 USV, and it has a 56 series transducer. This works great. You've probably seen me use it at times. I need to do a better job showing you how this works and the things that it does, and I hope to do that soon. Well, I've also purchased a new item that goes with that Garmin unit. Let me show you. It's still in the box, never been opened. It's a Panoptix Livescope system, forward and down looking sonar system, and it's got the mounting hardware in here. I'm going to do an unboxing on this video of this unit. And in the future, I need to get some more components yet. I'm going to install this on the boat, and I'll do a video of that. And then at some point when I get all that done, I will take it out onto the water and use it and show you how it works and what it does. So if you've ever been interested in installing one of these, or even interested in just obtaining one, stick around. Let me try to show you at least at first what it is, and then we'll show you what it does. So come along. Okay, here is the box. I just got this yesterday at Bass Pro Shops. There's a $200 rebate coming from Garmin on this unit, and honest, this is the first time I'm gonna even open it. And I guess it's supposed to be this way. That's the top. All right. So it lists up here what your serial numbers are. I guess I need that at some point. This is the brains behind the Panoptix Livescope. It's a GLS-10 Livescope. Let me get rid of some of this junk. This is mounting hardware. Some of this I recognize as that goes around the trolling motor. If you put it on the trolling motor itself, these go on the arm to the trolling motor. If you use that, there's some hardware here. Piece of rubber here. And Panoptix Livescope shaft and barrel mount torque. And it tells you how to tighten these things, I guess. All right, let me put all this over here. And here is power cord. a power cord. Here's a fuse, inline fuse, and I'm not sure how long it is, but we'll see when we undo that. And then wires to connect at the end. This is the unit, the Panoptix transducer. There's a cable, goes to a large plug with many little pins in it. That connects into the back of the Garmin unit. And here is the unit itself. There's a little silver tab here. I'm assuming maybe that's for temperature. What else do we have? More parts for connecting the cables. I don't know what this is, but we'll learn. There's another cable of some kind. Looks like it's got a Cat 5 cable type on the end, and well, we'll figure that out. There's paperwork, manual of some kind, all kinds of, many pages. We'll have to look at that. Some screws. This is the last item. It's more mounting hardware. I think this is a transom mount. It would go on the back of the boat if you chose to put it on that way, some nuts and bolts. So I'll throw that there. The hardware, mounting hardware, I am not going to use yet. Let me put this back in this pouch. Throw that in the box. And we'll do all that. Let me get this out of the way a little bit. So this is the main parts of the components of this. This is a cable here, goes onto this here connection. See, it matches up with all those little pins. They go in there. And this one, the power cable with the fuse on it, is going to connect into this power cable. Now, there's also a little part here for connecting your ground. That's a ground symbol. And there's a status light here. This has 4 holes for mounting it someplace. It's kind of beefy and it's heavy. Nothing on the ends other than cooling fins. Now, I will operate this with its own battery. I have the fish finder uses its own battery. The boat itself has a main battery, lithium battery. All my batteries are lithium. The main battery for the boat will not be connected with any of these components. I read some of the manual. Now this is written in multiple languages, so pretty much no matter where you are or what language you speak, you've got something that gives you your instructions. Now, let me just show you some things that I learned. I said something inaccurate here, so I'm going to change the narrative. These 2 cables connect to each other. One end pushes into the network plug on the back of the Panoptix, the GLS10, and the other one connects to the back of the fish finder. That allows the fish finder to get the information from the Panoptix so that they can communicate with each other. This is used to connect Panoptix to the trolling motor itself, the big round unit with the propeller on the back. We're not doing it that way. But if you did, this says up. This would be in the up position, mounted the other way if you put it on the other side. But just for demonstration purposes, this goes against the motor. This goes through a slot here and out through the bottom. So you undo the band, connect it through there, slide it over the motor, and you tighten this down so it kind of looks like this. And then this gets attached to this using the hardware. We're not going to do that at all. All of this is used for mounting the Panoptix Livescope to the shaft of the trolling motor. We're not going to do that either, but it's the same idea that we're going to do, because I'm going to use a different shaft, not the shaft of the trolling motor itself. And the way how this goes is also has up. This gets attached to here with the hardware, and then this goes over the top of this with the shaft down the middle. And this little rubber is used in here to tighten it if it needed to be tightened so that this isn't rotating on the shaft. We are going to use this, and we're going to do this with some of this hardware, but there's some other hardware I need to get yet to do it the way how we're going to do it. We're not going to mount it this way. It's going to mount to this shaft that I am going to provide yet. I will have it in such a way that I will be able to rotate it at the top, the shaft, and this will point in different directions wherever I want it. There are some other things in here in the manual that I suppose I should mention. One is apparently this cable, which is the cable between the unit itself and the Panoptix Livescope that's in the water. This cable has all kinds of wires in it, as you can tell by all the little pins on the end. Well, this is very fragile enough that if you use a zip tie on this, it can crush these and damage the wires and cause an issue. So they tell you to not do that. They tell you to use either zip ties that are very loose, or they recommend you use electrical tape, black electrical tape, to wrap the wire as it goes around the shaft that you're going to mount this to. You also need to, as it says in here, you need to leave some spare wire from the point where this rotates so that the wire isn't getting all caught up on here. It needs enough wire to travel, to turn and point different directions, and I'll show you how that works. So this is the unit right out of the box with most of the components that I showed you that I'm going to use in the manual, and I need to obtain some more parts to do this installation on a twin troller the way how I want to do it. I learned how to do this by watching YouTube videos, multiple ones, people doing different things, different ways, and I've decided what I like the best I'm going to use. So I need to get some more components. When I finally get them all together, I will do another video. I'll explain this getting mounted onto the boat, and we'll go from there. So thank you for watching. If you want to learn some more, keep watching for the next video. Thanks for following me on Lunker Fishing. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Subscribe if you haven't. Hope to see you next time. Bye now.